Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
What is up, everybody? Yeah, I already popped this bad boy. I was thirsty. It feels really, really good to be driving the old Jeep. Can't really call it a shit box anymore because I've kind of taken the shittiness away from it. I dig driving. It's fun. We're locked in there. I really dig my bass knob. I'm trying to find a place to store it in here, though. It's comfortable where I just lay it when it ain't on my lap. Still getting used to that. But overall, I'm happy driving it. It feels way more solid in the cabin now than it did. Which, without the fur up here, it's like the whole cabin's really echoey now. Which is a good thing, I guess, but it's kind of weird. It's like, as I'm talking to you, I can hear my voice echoing from back here, which is weird to me. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing great today. Myself, I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, it's my second day of driving this thing to work. I love it. I get a lot of looks because it does look a whole lot better than it did. Yesterday, a lot of people stopped by the tattoo shop just to look at it. Dump truck. But anyway, guys, I've had people ask questions and my opinion on a subject. And we're going to do it today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about built versus bought. Because, well, y'all know I built this myself. Actually, me and my wife built this. I have to give her credit because she did a lot in here. And I had help from, like, my friend Billy, you know. He helped with a lot of it. My Uncle Troll's come down on vacation. He helped with some of the enclosure stuff, you know. Whether it was just holding boards in place, why, I glued and screwed, whatever, you know. I had people help. My buddy Tasker came by after we got it Raptor lined and literally helped me put it back together. He helped me put doors on. But, you know, it's still, I didn't take it to a shop and have people build it for me. Do I look down on people for that? Absolutely not, guys. There's a lot of people that just don't know how to do this stuff, you know. There's a lot of people out there that should not even attempt to do, like, a wall build. Do I suggest that everybody try it? Yeah, I think everybody should try it. You never know what you can do until you try to do it. But there's just some people that probably shouldn't. You know, they're better off if they got the money and everything and they go to a decent builder and have it done. More power to you. It don't bother me at all. Now, there's some people like JP, for instance. JP likes having a system. He's a basehead, but that dude just ain't got time. And a lot of people hate on JP because he didn't build his own shit. And hey, I totally get it. It was a lot of work doing this. It was a lot of hot days where for weeks on end, I would be tired because on my days off, I'm doing this. And I still am, you know. I ain't had a day off. Dump truck. I ain't had a day off in forever. Usually, like, every one of my days through the week is like working at the tattoo shop. On my days off, I'm working on this. When I'm done with this, I'm going to be working on the wife's Blazer. When I'm done with that, I'm going to start building the black Jeep. Why? Because I really like being a YouTuber. Is it a lot of work? Indeed. I do know that I'll get days off this winter. This winter, when the weather gets like below 50 degrees, well, actually when it gets below 60, I'm not messing with, no, I'll be in the house cuddled up with an electric blanket because I hate cold weather. It's just me. But, you know, I enjoy building things. I like being outside doing stuff. It keeps my mind occupied, and I have one of them weird minds where if I'm not working on a project or something, I get really bored, and it's almost like it brings depression on me when I get bored. So I try to stay busy. But, like JP, that dude's got more important shit to do than being, in a garage somewhere building his own enclosure. Whether you love the man, hate the man, like the man, or don't like the man, that's just how it is. He's probably got more important shit to do. He's out there trying to make some money. That's what we all try to do at the end of the day. We all try to make some money. But, like I said, there's people that shouldn't be attempting a build. And that's just how it is. A lot of people are really good at it. There's a lot of people I think that should try it. Like my buddy Kyle Hart down in, I think he's in Oklahoma. He's wanted a wall forever. And he's, I think at some point, I'd really like to see that dude do a wall build. He wants one. He's got a loud, nasty no wall. He got pretty famous on TikTok for just driving down the road in his no wall. He's got like this long hair. Big dude, and he's driving down the road, 415s and no wall, bass hitting, and his hair is like droop, droop, just driving like he ain't even phased. And a Tahoe. So I really think that dude, he wants a wall. I think he should build a wall. And I think he's actually got the skill set to build a wall. I'm not going to mention no names, but there's one guy, he be talking mad shit about a build he don't even have. I don't even know if it started. It might be started, but he ain't building it. But I don't think he's capable of building a wall, and which is kind of why he chose a builder to build it for him. I just don't think he could do it. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. If you can afford to have somebody build it for you and you can't do it, go for it. But that's my take on built versus bought. At the end of the day, you're still getting what you want. You're building a wall, or you're getting somebody to build you a wall. You have a wall or a system, so it don't really matter. Because the end result's going to be the same. With me, I don't think I'd be happy if somebody built something for me, but that's just me personally, because I'm weird like that. All my life, I've been doing everything by myself, which I get little help along the way, but nobody does it for me. I brainstorm stuff, like I'll get the idea in my head and I'll run with it. So for me, if somebody else was doing a build for me, I'd find shit to nitpick. Like, I'm like, dude, you're not doing this right, Even if it was a better way than I'm used to doing something, I'd be like, you're not doing this right, You're screwing this up. So I wouldn't be happy. Even if it was like loud at the end result, I'd be like, this shit ain't right. I could have did it better, That's me. That's not everybody. Like I said, I've been doing shit myself so long that I'd probably find reasons to like nitpick it to death. So it's probably not good for me to have somebody else do it. I've done the majority of my life, I've worked on my own cars, motorcycles, everything. I've had Harleys that I've built, ATVs. I've built all this stuff. I have never been able to leave anything alone. I get something, I tear it apart and try to make it better or make it mine. So, like this ugly ass Jeep, which this was a fluke. I really didn't want a Jeep when I got this thing, and now I love it. But yeah, built versus bought, guys, there's no difference. Hell, if you can build it, build it. If you don't think you can build it and you don't have confidence in yourself, then if you can afford to have somebody else build it, have somebody else build it. But, if you can't afford somebody else to do it and you want it, try. You never know. You're never going to know what you can do until you try. That's the ultimate at the end of the day. So I think there's a lot of people that don't really have enough faith in themselves, or if they just was like, sit down, planned it out, and tried to stick to the plan, I think they could accomplish a lot. And that's basically all it is, I'm not great with woodworking, but I accomplished this. My first enclosure, dude, the cuts in it was so bad that some of the cuts would have a gap like, where the hell is the camera? Oh, up here. Yeah, this big. And God, I was having to use like PL3X to like fill in the gaps because my cuts with a circular saw was all over the place. I kept working with wood and doing small stuff like just speaker boxes and crap after my first build in here. And then I realized, another thing I realized, I bought a really good blade. I bought a Diablo blade. That made a big difference in my cuts, but I bought it when I did the wife's blazer enclosure, and my cuts were a whole lot better. And then moving on to this, they even got better, so I didn't have gaps, and I could pretty much glue everything together with regular old Titebond wood glue, which, gotta have that. But, doing it yourself, you learn a lot along the way, and you will improve. At first, everything might not be great, but it will get better as you keep working at it. So, yeah, built versus bought. Either way, guys, it don't matter to me. Yeah, I've gave you examples of both ways. At the end of the day, though, when you do build it yourself, you take a lot more pride in it. It's like, if at a show, somebody gets in here, I give them a demo, and they're like, this little thing's nasty, I'll be like, yeah, I built this. This is all me. Me and my wife built this. But, if somebody else built it, I'd be like, oh, yeah, they did a good job, didn't they? That's the difference. I really like being able to be like, yeah, me and the wife, we did all this. Not whatever builder, So that to me says something, I built the whole Jeep, so I'm driving down the road or I'm at a gas station, and old dudes love this Jeep. I don't know what it is. A lot of people love the Jeep, but I'm talking not even the system, just the aesthetic from the outside. I have a lot of older guys like, man, that's a good-looking Cherokee, There's a lot of young people that think it's a good-looking Cherokee, but they dig the big wheels and shit on it. I don't know. I like old cars, so it fits me really well. And for some odd reason, everything I get's a 94. By accident. Never really planned it that way. My drag car was a 94 Mustang. And then I wound up getting this Cherokee. It happened to be a 94. When we got the wife's Blazer, I asked you, like, what year is this thing? 94. So, 94 is a lucky number. If I had like 5 more, I'd play lotto. But I don't have very many more. But anyway, the old girl is doing good. Driving it's a little weird. When I parked this one and started driving that black Jeep, the black Jeep was really weird to drive. And I drove it for so long that now this one's really weird to drive. I'm having to get like used to the way the seat sits in here and the steering and all that. It's just kind of different to me, but overall, I really dig it. But anyway, I'm going to get off this video. I'm going to shoot a couple videos of, having fun here, coming down my little dump truck test spot. The dude Landon, I reconed the subwoofer for, he got to come to my little dump truck test spot. And I do to tell you, it's on a dirt road. Like, it literally is a dirt road. There's not really any gravel on it. It's just dirt. And you come in from that way, but down that way, they're building a subdivision. That's why there's so much traffic on this road. At some point, they'll probably pave it, and it's going to be like a, high society area. And I'll probably have to find another place to test that because the subdivision's only like a mile down that way. But until they run me off, screw them. I'm going to keep playing here. I have fun. But anyway, guys, enjoy y'all's day. Peace out. And as always, guys, bass on.